Boxing is a sport where skill, power, and strategy collide in the most unpredictable ways. But every once in a while, the world witnesses something truly extraordinary, an upset so shocking that it defies all expectations and rewrites history. These are the fights where the underdog, against all odds, rises to the occasion and stuns the world. The moments when legends fall, when predictions crumble, and when the impossible becomes reality. An upset in boxing isn't just about winning. It's about resilience, determination, and the refusal to accept defeat. It's about fighters who were counted out before they even stepped into the ring, but still found a way to triumph. These fights remind us why boxing is called the theater of the unexpected. When the bell rings, anything can happen, and that's what makes this sport so electrifying. One of the greatest upsets in boxing history took place on February 11, 1990, in Tokyo, Japan. At the time, Mike Tyson was an unstoppable force, a monster in the ring, demolishing every opponent in his path. He was the undisputed heavyweight champion, feared by everyone, and had never lost a fight. His opponent, James "Buster" Douglas, was seen as just another stepping stone, a fighter who had already suffered multiple losses and was given no chance of winning. The odds were stacked against him, with sportsbooks making him a 42-1 underdog. But Douglas had something that numbers couldn't measure: heart. He came into the fight with a personal motivation that went beyond boxing. Just weeks before the fight, his mother passed away, and he dedicated this bout to her. That night, Douglas fought like a man possessed, using his jab to keep Tyson at bay, moving beautifully, and landing punches that no one expected. Then came the moment that changed everything. In the 10th round, Douglas landed a brutal combination that sent Tyson crashing to the canvas for the first time in his career. The world was in shock. The indestructible Iron Mike had been defeated. That night, boxing witnessed the power of belief, determination, and the ultimate underdog story. But upsets don't happen just once in a lifetime. They happen when the world least expects them, and sometimes even the same fighter finds himself on the other side of history. After shocking the world by beating Tyson, Buster Douglas faced Evander Holyfield on October 25, 1990. This time, Douglas was the champion, and Holyfield was the challenger. Many thought Douglas, now carrying the confidence of a champion, would continue his Cinderella story. But boxing had other plans. Douglas entered the fight out of shape, his hunger seemingly gone after achieving the impossible. Holyfield, on the other hand, was sharp, focused, and ready. From the very first round, it became clear that Douglas was not the same fighter who had beaten Tyson. Holyfield dominated, and in the 3rd round, he landed a perfect right hand that sent Douglas to the canvas. This time, it was the former underdog who was on the wrong side of an upset. In a matter of months, Douglas went from shocking the world to losing his title in a fight that many thought he should have won. Boxing isn't just about heavyweights, though. Some of the most shocking upsets have come in the lower weight divisions, where speed and skill take center stage. One such fight took place on May 2, 2009, when Ricky Hatton faced Manny Pacquiao. Hatton was known for his aggressive style, his incredible toughness, and his reputation as one of the best light welterweights of all time. Pacquiao, despite being a world champion, was considered too small to handle Hatton's relentless pressure. But from the opening bell, Pacquiao proved everyone wrong. His speed was unlike anything Hatton had ever faced, and within 2 rounds, the fight was over. In one of the most brutal knockouts in boxing history, Pacquiao landed a perfectly timed left hand that sent Hatton crashing to the canvas, unconscious before he even hit the floor. The arena fell silent. Fans couldn't believe what they had just witnessed. That night, Pacquiao didn't just win, he announced himself as one of the greatest fighters of all time. Of course, no conversation about boxing upsets is complete without talking about Muhammad Ali and the legendary Rumble in the Jungle. In 1974, Ali faced George Foreman, a man who was considered unbeatable at the time. Foreman had destroyed Joe Frazier and Ken Norton, two fighters who had given Ali serious trouble. Most believed Ali was past his prime, too old and too slow to handle Foreman's power. But Ali had a plan. He called it the rope-a-dope. Instead of trading punches with Foreman, he leaned against the ropes, letting Foreman punch himself out. Round after round, Foreman threw everything he had, but Ali stayed calm, absorbing the shots and waiting for his moment. Then, in the 8th round, Ali struck. A lightning-fast combination sent Foreman stumbling to the mat, and the world watched in awe as Ali reclaimed his throne. It wasn't just a fight, it was a masterclass in strategy, a testament to Ali's brilliance, and one of the greatest upsets in boxing history. More recently, another heavyweight upset shook the world when Tyson Fury faced Deontay Wilder for the first time in 2018. Wilder was known for his terrifying knockout power, with almost all of his wins coming by knockout. Fury, after years away from the sport due to personal struggles, was seen as an underdog. Many believed he wouldn't be able to handle Wilder's devastating right hand. But Fury showed the heart of a true champion. He outboxed Wilder for most of the fight, using his movement and slick defense to frustrate the knockout artist. Then, in the 12th round, Wilder finally landed the punch everyone was waiting for. A thunderous right hand sent Fury crashing to the canvas. It looked like it was over. Wilder started celebrating. The referee counted. Then, something unbelievable happened. Fury, against all odds, rose to his feet like a man possessed. The fight continued, and despite being knocked down, Fury finished strong. The fight was declared a draw, but in the eyes of many, Fury had won. It was a moment that defied logic, a display of heart and resilience that proved why boxing is the greatest sport in the world. Upsets like these are what make boxing unforgettable. They remind us that in this sport, nothing is guaranteed. No matter how dominant a fighter seems, no matter how sure the experts are, the truth is decided in the ring. These fights are more than just victories. They are stories of determination, moments of human triumph, and proof that in boxing, anything is possible. And as long as there are underdogs, as long as there are fighters who refuse to quit, there will always be more upsets to come. The next great shock, the next legendary moment, is just one punch away.